I'm sending you this Facebook message to ask you. I know at this late date, it's so late, and the State of the Union address is maybe a week or so away. And if you can invite me, I would like to. I say this right here, the reason why. I work in an immigrant church where the people come from other places, but the kids are being educated in English. They're getting an American education. And so I try my best to inspire them a lot on reading it in English and things. And sometimes it's kind of hard because, again, you got to remember that they go home a lot to non-English speaking parents and things of that nature. So most of their problems are solved in their native tongue. But, Mr. President, everything I got is from English, and I try to motivate many of them to read in English and to study in English and things of that nature. And they're doing it, but I would like them to do it with more thought, more strength, more mental energy, if you will. Lack of a better word, a little nervous. I'm sending a message to the President of the United States. And I was talking to the kids last week in the Sunday school class about 1980, 1981. I bought a car. I think I was like 18, 19 years old, and I bought a car, and the car was a Toyota Corona, not a Toyota Corolla. It was a 1970. I paid $200 for the car, Mr. President, and as I tell the young people about that, the next week the clutch on the car went. So when I went to the transmission shop, won't mention his name, they told me it would cost $1,200 to redo the clutch. Well, I only paid $200 for the car, and I didn't have that kind of money. So what I did was I went to a store downtown Newark called Two Guys, where I bought this book on how to fix a Toyota. And because, I explain this to the kids so much, because I could read, because I forced myself to learn to read, that I was able to solve the problem of the clutch. I was able to actually read the book and go through everything that the clutch needed, to how to take the clutch apart and everything. And after I took the clutch apart, drivetrain and transmission, I was able to solve the problem and put a new clutch in. I think the clutch cost me $35, and I think the disc cost me $45. So I was over the head. I was able to do it. But then I mentioned to them how frightened I was that maybe the car would explode or something like that. So I didn't start the car for a week, you know. And after talking to a teacher, the teacher said that it should be okay. And I remember starting the car and riding it and knowing that I had fixed that clutch. And so, Mr. President, I think that if the young people of this church could see me there at the State of the Union address and kind of know of my work and what I do to help them, that it would inspire them a great deal to really get into learning. Because just with this book, I've had this book since 1980 or 81, I believe it was 1981. I think I was in high school, last year of high school. And just by this book here, I was able, and because I could read, I was able to fix the clutch. So it's not a story that you would probably often hear in the church, but today we're working on grounds where we have to work our way through many things. And I think that this here is a biblical story, just as important today as the story of Moses taken from the sea. Thank you, Mr. President, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. I hope to see you at the State of the Union address if you guys can find a way to invite me. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless the United States. Good night.